Hi everybody, I'm Brett. Welcome to For the Republic, just a black guy with a microphone saying my piece. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on with FISA, Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, and what's going on with the FISA court. Trump has recently ordered, thank you, Lord, thank you. He's finally ordered the federal government to declassify key FISA documents, text messages, and the like, all concerning the Russia probe. Now, of course, a Democrat would say, this is obstruction. It's totally not. Donald Trump has all the legal right to declassify anything he wants. Now, I think a critically thinking person would say he would be obstructing justice if he didn't want the people to see these documents. Documents that had nothing to do with him, but they were created to attack him. These documents will include 21 pages of surveillance warrant information against Carter Page, which was supposedly the predicate for this Russia probe. It'll also include text messages from FBI figures Peter Strzok. You remember the little thing he did? What an idiot. And Lisa Page, his lover, who apparently told the truth behind closed doors to Congress. She actually said to Congress behind closed doors that before Bob Mueller was appointed special counsel, there was zero evidence of Trump-Russia collusion. Well, imagine that. Can you imagine? Anyway, this information will also include interviews with Justice Department official Bruce Ohr. Yes, Bruce Ohr, the number 4 of the DOJ, who was the back channel for Christopher Steele, and he was funneling this fraudulent and salacious information from Christopher Steele that was compiled by Russians into the FBI. And even into Bob Mueller's special counsel. So this guy is a complete scumbag, and he should definitely... I'm tired of all the talk. You know, me personally, after seeing what's going on here, I'm tired of all the talk. And I'm tired of toothless investigators. I think Michael Horowitz I think he's a stand-up guy. But he doesn't really have any power. We need grand juries, we need indictments, it needs to be a public hanging. Not literally, but we need to see heads roll for this type of treachery and what I consider treason against our country. So Bruce Ohr's information will be there. All his Justice Department information, as far as interviews with the FBI, will be made public. And any information that has to do with Carter Page. So we're going to see now if Carter Page was the predicate for this. We're going to see if George Papadopoulos was the predicate for this. And something tells me that neither were the predicate for this probe. I think that we're going to find out that James Comey, Andrew McCabe, and high-ups in the Department of Justice all conspired to funnel this fake, fraudulent, pee-on-you document into the Justice Department and create this special counsel. I think it's all going to come out once we see the unredacted paperwork. So, and Donald Trump did specify without redactions, including Ohr, Strzok, Lisa Page, former FBI Director James Comey, and former Deputy Director Andrew McCabe. These people, heads need to start rolling. I would like to see Rod Rosenstein, his interactions with these people, any texts or emails that he may have sent. The Deputy Attorney General, who is in charge of the DOJ right now, because Jeff Sessions is a stooge. Part of me deep inside says that Jeff Sessions is somehow compromised. He did tell Jason Chaffetz that anything to do with Hillary Clinton he would stay away from. Anything to do with the Clintons he's going to stay away from. Why is that? You have to recuse yourself from that too? So you recuse yourself from Russia. Totally. And let Rod Rosenstein, a person who actually signed one of the FISA warrants to continue to spy on Carter Page in the Trump campaign, you let him have control of the DOJ? This is totally, totally insane. And with all this information, we're getting all this new information about Lisa Page, and, Lisa Page, apparently, she interned for Bill Clinton. Well, how about that? It's like all these dots are connecting, and Jeff Sessions is out on the world tour talking about MS-13 and opioids. What the hell's happening here? I think Jeff Sessions is compromised in my mind. I can't wait to see this information. This is supposedly an expedited process, so we're going to get these texts and these emails unredacted as soon as possible. Donald Trump, the President of the United States, has the complete authority to accept them the way that they're sent, because they're actually being vetted by these different departments. They're going to look through the paperwork and make sure that sources and methods are not revealed. And who knows, if they redact too much, Donald Trump could send it back and say, I want it all unredacted. I want every name unredacted. He has the complete right and the complete authority legally to do that. And so for those out there who say Donald Trump is trying to, affect this Bob Mueller investigation, the Bob Mueller investigation, for anyone who can critically think and see what has happened here, is a fraudulent investigation. You cannot be a hypocrite. And I'm talking to all you liberals who may have stumbled onto this channel. You can't be a hypocrite and say Donald Trump is guilty of Russian collusion with zero evidence other than hearsay and the mainstream media, which is an extension of the Democratic Party, and not say Hillary Clinton is guilty of Russian collusion when she pays Perkins Coie law firm, who then got in contact and started to pay Fusion GPS with Glenn Simpson, who then commissioned Christopher Steele, the British secret agent, the British spy, who then colluded with Russians and paid Russians for a salacious document, which then they funneled back into the Department of Justice through Bruce Orr and to the FBI to create a fake investigation. If that's not Russian collusion and British collusion and every kind of collusion and illegal act that you could possibly commit in politics, I don't know what it is. So don't talk to me about Donald Trump committing some kind of ridiculous Russian collusion where there's no evidence of it. Show me some evidence and I'll say, okay, that's evidence. I'm not a partisan. I voted for Obama. And it took me 4.5 years to realize this guy didn't do anything for this country. I'm flourishing as a black business owner in America under Donald Trump. So I'm sorry to tell you, Mr. Obama, I know these people are trying to take credit for this economic miracle. But you probably ask these people when it started. It didn't start with you. Shit was bad under your leadership. You doubled the deficit. Okay? It was bad. You paid off enemies of the country. You allowed Hillary Clinton to take over the State Department and run it like a slush fund, selling favors. Four Americans died in Benghazi under that leadership. You didn't close Gitmo. You didn't end the war. You didn't keep your word. And now we have a president who's keeping his word, and America is flourishing. And he's fighting the biggest battle of all time. And he's winning. He fought the biggest battle in 2016 and won. He fought the deep state. He fought the mainstream media. And he fought you politicians in power who still want to hold it. And he won. You know why? Because the people can see the truth. Donald Trump's not a perfect man, but neither am I. So who am I to judge him? Donald Trump may have philandered with different women. Who am I to judge him? Who knows what would happen if I was a billionaire and every woman in the world was throwing booty at me? Who knows? I'm not a perfect man, but one thing I can tell you is this. He hasn't lied to me yet. Donald Trump hasn't lied to me yet, and his personal life is not my business. So stop trying to take advantage of the situation and take credit for something that you didn't do, because you left our country in shambles. And Donald Trump is picking up the pieces. Sorry for the rant. You guys let me know what you think. Donald Trump declassifying FISA information. I think James Comey, Andrew McCabe, Peter Strzok, Bruce Orr, Lisa Page, I think Rod Rosenstein better all be sweating right now. Because the man has already given the okay for it to be declassified. We are going to see it in a matter of days and weeks. And this information is going to come out. And of course, they won't talk about it in the mainstream media. CNN, NBC, all these channels, they're just going to say Donald Trump is trying to obstruct justice versus say, what is in these documents? Get Adam Schiff's bug-eyed butt on CNN and ask him why he lied. Ask him why. Okay, now we can see. And this is what I think is going to happen. We're going to see that the dossier was the predicate. That it was 90% of what was used, and that these FISA judges were lied to. They didn't know that Hillary Clinton and the DNC had paid for this information. They didn't know that the opposing party, paid to slander Donald Trump and his campaign. And these people have all been caught up in it illegally. Flynn, caught up in it illegally. Shouldn't have been spied on. It was illegal action against the man. How come Carter Page has never been indicted? How come he's never been to jail? Because it was all made up to fight against the political party that they knew had the ear of the people. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. I hope you're enjoying this video. Hope you're enjoying the content. If you are, please give a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And remember, we do this for the Republic.